Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Equity Guys YouTube channel. My name is Chirag, and as I'm certified technical analyst, and let's get into the view for today. So, looking at the view for yesterday, we did expect a inside candlestick pattern, but it has, there was a good amount of volatility yesterday, almost forming like a W-shaped pattern there. So, that is actually something that is quite positive from Nifty that did happen there. Looking at the data for today, we do see that Nifty futures and Bank Nifty futures both trading at a premium of 116 and 229 points respectively, both of that being very bullish in nature over there. Moving over to India VIX, we do see in India VIX it is down 1.40%, so the bullishness is back in the market from the India VIX perspective. Looking at crude oil, it being down 0.20%, that is also indication of slight bullishness in the market. Overall, crude oil is also pretty bullish because it being below that 6,500 level. Looking at gold bees and silver bees, gold bees is doing extremely well again, another 0.4% up, and silver bees up another 0.4% up approximately. And finally, to round everything off, we do see that it is about a neutral open in gift nifty. It's about -4 points. We could also be expecting a small gap up or gap down here, but fairly neutral opening in gift nifty here. Moving over to the sectoral side of things, we do see that the banking sector is quite down here. Autos being up, info IT is also quite down here. Metals down. I would say this is a bit of a bearish to neutral side of data coming in from the sectoral sides of things here. Looking at NSE, NSE is also slightly neutral on the bearish side, looking at about 1400 advances and 1600 declines here. So that, we are still on that neutral side, but slightly towards the bearish side is what I would say with the data right here. And the FIIs for the first time in a long time have bought in about 1400 crores. DIIs are also, there at about 400 crores of buying here. In the FNO market also another 1000 crores in index futures, and but selling in stock futures here, possibly some hedging positions taken from the cash market and the FNO market here. But as a major thing, I think the stock futures will also start going up in a bit. Looking at the advance decline ratio, 21 advances, 29 declines, 7 advances, and 5 declines in Bank Nifty. In Nifty 50, we do see it being slightly bearish in nature here. So, this is something that we need to keep in mind. Looking at the option chain, selecting the next expiry, we do see that the option chain is bullish because in the money calls on the left side is in buying, and we see very minimal selling in out of the money calls, and in puts on the on the right side we do see selling in both in and out of the money calls. I'm sorry, puts. Marking key levels as per option chain, we're trading at the money right now of 2500, so 25,100, so we will keep 2500 here as the first sort of support that it will take, and then it will move back up. So if we have to keep an area marked, that will be that one sort of area that we will need to sort of watch, and those areas will be those key levels that Nifty can come down to and later move back up. Looking at the global indices, we do see that Dow Jones, S&P 500, and Nasdaq, all of these are instruments that are on the negative side, so extremely bearish data coming in from the US. From the European side of things, though, we do see a bit of neutral data on all the indices over here, nothing much moving up or down. And Asia has also opened very neutral, slightly on the negative side here, with Nikkei and Kospi not yet open, but still on a positive note here. So, looking into the data here, guys, we do see a little bit of selling in Indian ADRs, especially in Infosys and Wipro, which is not good. But again, we do see a little bit of buying again too. I would say this data is slightly on the negative side too. Moving to stock futures, we see US 30, 50, and 100 all on the positive side, about 0.1 to 0.15% positive. So nothing too great here, but slightly on the positive side here. With it being a new expiry, guys, the new expiry is going to be a little bit slow moving, so we could expect a little bit of range boundness, not a lot of volatility in the market today. And however we look at the data, we do see PCR, or the markets being oversold, overbought. We do see that there is a good bit of the market is at a pretty neutral level right now. So there's a lot of gap for it to move up. The main thing is that there is an inverted hammer on the daily time frame. The low should not be broken. The three horse formation is there up already, which is a bullish sign. We cannot have this low being broken. If the high is broken, that is extremely good, and if it's also maintained at status quo, it is also extremely good. But as long as the low is not broken, you should be perfectly fine here. So keeping that in mind, guys, don't trade the view. Go ahead and only trade your setup. Go ahead and trade one time frame. Go ahead and trade one index, and don't trade your emotions. And keeping that in mind, hope you guys have a great trading day, and make sure you guys tune in for tomorrow for the view. See you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.